The fifth standard in competency number 3 states that the teacher selects and uses instructional strategies, materials, and activities to develop and improve fluency for students in grades 4 through 6. In the last lesson, we dove into the essential concept of understanding differentiation with respect to word identification and instruction for fluency. This lesson builds from that foundational knowledge. In this lesson, you will learn how to select and utilize the right strategies, materials, and activities to not only improve reading fluency for individual students, but for your entire class in grades 4 through 6. Up first, we have the role of decodable texts in fluent reading. In earlier lessons, we discussed the importance of decodable texts. Recall that these texts are filled with single-syllable words that correspond directly to their sounds and contain only a small amount of irregular, high-frequency words. For example, the fat cat sits on Ron's lap. These types of texts serve as vital tools for young readers in grades 4 through 6 as they begin to acquire foundational phonics skills and high-frequency sight words. But, as we know, education is an ever-evolving landscape. With time, decodable texts must evolve to accommodate students' expanding vocabularies. This transition is paramount for student success. They must harness a comprehensive grasp of high-frequency words, grow their understanding of content-related sight words, and master advanced letter-sound correspondences along with structural and syllabic analysis skills. After implementing decodable texts in the classroom to foster students' fluency levels, it becomes essential to move on to assessing the different aspects of reading fluency, ensuring that our instructional strategies are tailored to each student's unique development and needs. That being said, let's now discuss how to assess fluency. Fluency is best assessed through oral reading, taking into account developmental aspects and grade-specific expectations. For accuracy, the target is 95%, and we use procedures like running records and miscue analysis to assess accuracy. During an assessment, find books at students' independent reading levels. Now let's discuss how to assess a student's reading rate. We used timed reading to assess reading rate and use a watch and calculate words correctly read per minute. Prosody can be informally assessed by listening for appropriate pitch, response to pronunciation, and also characterization. Next, in the context of reading fluency for students in grades 4 through 6, assessment serves 3 critical purposes, which include: number 1, entry-level assessment. This initial evaluation is used to pinpoint the specific fluency instruction needs of each student. And now, by understanding their individual reading abilities, at the onset of instruction for a specific unit or skill, we can tailor our instruction to address their unique requirements. Second, we have progress monitoring assessment. Through continuous and informal monitoring, teachers keep track of students' development during monitored oral reading lessons and repeated reading activities. These assessments enable us to make necessary adjustments to our teaching strategies, ensuring that students are progressing effectively. Third, we have the summative assessment, and this involves forming and making formal measures of oral reading at the conclusion of the instructional period. Summative assessments provide a comprehensive understanding of student achievements in reading fluency and indicate areas where further support or intervention may be needed. Moving on, we have our next topic of instructional strategies, materials, and activities. For your exam, it will be vital to understand how a comprehensive and tailored approach to address diverse learning needs fosters reading proficiency. Let's cover that now. First, we have tailored interventions. where us, you and me, teachers, we use phonics and sight word skills for students with weak word analysis skills. Next, we use direct vocabulary teaching for students struggling with content vocabulary. Also, provide background knowledge when students lack understanding of the subject matter. And lastly, we use complex sentence practice for students who are struggling with more advanced syntactic structures. In this lesson, you learned about the multifaceted approach to selecting and using instructional strategies, materials, and activities to develop and improve fluency for students in grades 4 through 6 that are essential for enhancing reading fluency and achieving educational objectives tailored to individual student needs and grade-specific expectations. Feeling anxious about taking the TExES core subjects exam? Click the link in the description below to get prepared faster, smarter, better, with everything you need to pass all in one place, so you can celebrate your passing score and become a certified teacher with teacherpreps.com.